What if Monster Hunter was a survival game where you hunt for food and craft gear in the wild? Pretty interesting concept, right? I'll try to survive 100 days in the Lava Caverns, and my only way out is to beat a really strong monster. Rules are in the description. Surviving the Lava Caverns, Day 0. I woke up from my unconsciousness and saw that I was in a volcanic region of sorts. I had no armor or items, so I was left to survive in this place. I attempted to hunt a stalactite for food, but it knocked me out almost immediately. I came back and was careful not to get hit again and took it down. I carved for its materials, but no meat, sadly. Afterwards, I went exploring the map and gathered some items as well as getting spirit burbs to buff me a bit. I was getting hungry, so I began hunting more stalactites for meat, but to no avail. I hunted another one, which almost knocks me out, and finally got the raw meat. I found an abandoned camp and decided to use it, and was able to craft some armor using the stalactite parts I got. I hunted for more meat, and then went back to camp and slept for the night. Surviving the Lava Caverns, Day 1. I started the day hunting more stalactites and explored a massive cave. It appeared to be infested with Ludroth, which I decided to hunt for parts to make more armor. When I got back to camp, I crafted a hood and coil. Then I found Renoplos, which also was a source of food, but I had to be careful since they were more aggressive. I hunted more Ludroth again for more materials that I used to make greaves. I wanted to try my luck with hunting a large monster, but there was only one that I could manage. Great Roggy. Fighting it was tough since I had limited healing items, but I was able to hold my own and eventually took it down. But soon after, I was met with an angry spider which thankfully left, and I was able to get the parts needed to make vambraces. Surviving the Lava Caverns, Days 2 and 3. I found an Aurortal that I would come back to later if I ever needed it. And on Day 3, I went to hunt a Royal Ludroth to get materials to craft his switch axe, and then hunted some Remobra to get their armor and another switch axe as well. Surviving the Lava Caverns, Day 15. I went hunting for meat when I saw what looked like a Goldrathian, which I ran away from because it was aggressive. Later on, I went hunting for Renoplos meat when a Basarios attacks me. Thankfully, I carved the meat before it could hit me, and on my way back to camp, I saw something fly by so fast I almost didn't notice it. Surviving the Lava Caverns, Day 28. It was a rather uneventful day for the most part, so I did a little bit of fishing and then fought Anjanath, which was easy thanks to the Ludroth switch axe. I crafted the chestplate and was confident enough to fight some of the other monsters throughout the day. Surviving the Lava Caverns, Day 34. There was a specific armor piece I needed for switch axe, and there was a monster that was dangerous but had the parts. So I took it on with what I had, and I was doing well at first until the Goldrathian from earlier showed up and started attacking the Pyre Kadaki. Then it went after me, so I ran for my life. Once I had the all clear to hunt Pyre again, the fight was a struggle to say the least. It was punishing me with its attacks and even knocked me unconscious. When I recovered and came back, the hunt was taking all day and a lot of my resources. I was even getting hungry, and at some point, the Goldian appeared again, but this time I wyvern rode the spider and ran away so I could fight it alone, and eventually I beat it and got the parts I needed. Surviving the Lava Caverns, Day 41. I was exploring the inside of a volcano when I came across a strange burb. It appeared to be harmless, so I waved to it and got a friendly response. I spent a little more time with it until it decided to fly away. I was going to miss that burb. Surviving the Lava Caverns, Day 58. The day began with getting materials from Remobra to make new leggings and to go meat hunting soon after. In the night, there was a Shogun Centaur that I went after, but didn't realize how much I underestimated it, because it was slashing me around left and right. But I managed to pull through and slay it to get the materials which I made a better helmet with. Surviving the Lava Caverns, Day 70. Rathalos was the next monster I would hunt, but with limited items, the fight dragged on longer than I would have liked. The fireballs especially hurt due to my fire weakness. It ended up taking longer than the Pyre Kadaki, which I found strange. All the days leading up to this point were preparation for the monsters I would soon face. I was gathering herbs, honey, the buff seeds, and of course food. Surviving the Lava Caverns, Day 88. I decided to take the Aurortal with me, and soon after, I spotted what appeared to be a silver Rathalos. It noticed me and started chasing me, but I managed to get away. Later that day, when I was hunting an Anjanath, that same Rathalos attacked again, so I had to flee again. After finishing the hunt, I went fishing to prepare some fish I would need for the hunts to come. But when I tried fishing in more open areas, a Valstrax appeared and attacked me, but I was able to retreat before it had the chance to catch me. Won't be fishing in that spot anytime soon. Surviving the Lava Caverns, Day 90. I started hunting a Rajang since I knew it had parts I needed to get better armor. But this monkey was hitting really hard and I was getting pummeled over and over until the Aurortal I got earlier saved my life. That gave me the confidence boost I needed to keep fighting. But it wasn't enough as this monkey was still too strong. But when it fled to another area and I followed, it was attacking a Magmadron. I took this opportunity to Wyvern Ride it and use it to pummel the Rajang as payback. Then the Magmadron punished it with a massive explosion that dealt serious damage, which gave me a fighting chance. I was getting the upper hand on Rajang and I was able to finish him off. This was all thanks to the Aurortal and Magmadron. I made the armor needed and was ready for what was to come next. Surviving the Lava Caverns, day 95. I remembered some of the encounters of the monsters that were too much for me at the time, but there was one that consistently tried to attack me, Goldrathian. If I hope to leave this place, I'll need to defeat it and use its wings as a sail for a boat that will get me out of here. As of writing this log, I'm not feeling confident enough to believe I can beat it. Surviving the Lava Caverns, day 100. The fight with Goldrathian was completely one-sided and not in a good way. I got poisoned and I only had 2 antidotes which were used up in no time. Pretty soon she got the best of me and I was about to give up. That was until I remembered the Aurortal that saved me and the Magmadron that assisted me in the fight against Rajang. It's because of them I didn't give up, so why give up now when I've come this far? With that, I've gained motivation to keep going and fought Goldrathian again. That angry spider from the beginning showed up and assisted me in battle. Goldian hit hard, but I hit back harder. I brought Antidobras and used them to gain the immunity against the poison when she hit me. Before I knew it, I was the one with the advantage. But suddenly, Silver Rathalos from earlier showed up. I had to beat the Goldrathian fast, but if the silver arrived before I beat her, then I'd truly be dead. She poisoned me again, but this time I didn't have Antidobras. If I was going to beat her, it had to be here and now. I couldn't believe it. I actually beat a Goldrathian in a state of survival. I quickly carved it and now had the parts needed to leave the Lava Caverns. I've done a challenge like this one on my main channel. You can check it out here as it's the first of the survival series.